Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and I hope my sound sounds okay. The charger to my laptop went bad. I'm waiting on a new one, so I'm recording on this old desktop computer. So we're looking at XRP on the 7-day chart, sitting here just under 57 cents. For the most part, we're just going sideways right now. No significant price movement. But a lot of big things are happening in crypto right now. And the next thing I'm about to talk about, I'm very excited about this because I've been wanting this to happen for such a long time now. And Max Walker Williams made this happen. That's Lehman Baird from Hedera talking with Brad Garlinghouse. Take a listen.
This is another place where tribalism is not helpful to us. Right. And so if we can work together, Algorand just mentioned that they're going to work on this, we're going to work on this, and
we're going to make sure we start to talk about whether we can collaborate as well, so it's good.
Oh wow,
yeah,
fantastic.
possibly.
That's
and we're going to talk about how we can collaborate with the things you were talking about for scam identification and dealing with it. I think that we can work together in a lot of ways as an industry.
I like what Lehman said there. I think we could work together in a lot of ways in this industry. But, you know, I've been waiting for this for such a long period of time. I even kept pointing out, you know, look, this is a Ripple partner working with a partner of Hedera. Even through Medico, we've seen that happening. And now they're sitting in the same room together talking with each other. And what they're talking about here is something called DREC. What DREC is say, for instance, you were to lose your keys. Through DREC, you can recover your keys and recover your crypto. And I think this is very important to have at a time like this, where we are right now in crypto. Because I think this is going to be a massive year for crypto. We're going to start to see crypto run up. People are going to start investing in crypto. New investors are going to come in. You can't have them losing their keys and losing their crypto, or they're going to leave crypto for good and never come back. But if they can recover their crypto, they'll continue to invest in crypto. And I like the idea of that. And even Algorand has been working with Hedera on this as well. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Hedera co-founder Lehman Baird have discussed potential collaborations in the crypto space. Garlinghouse, representing Ripple, stressed the importance of such partnerships, stating, "We got to make sure we start talking about whether we can collaborate as well." Prior to that, Baird said that he really enjoyed having conversations about tokenization on the X social media network. You know, Hedera has daily announcements around growth and building happening on the network. Same thing with Ripple. And I pointed that out many times. You know, all during this entire bear market, Ripple and Hedera has pushed on and expanded out at a very alarming rate. Those two working together is going to be absolutely incredible. Then there's this, SEC versus Coinbase update from the hearing. Judge Catherine Polk-Familla presiding and doing a fantastic job. SEC lawyer says, Coinbase says crypto is a $1 trillion asset class. Well, we disagree that crypto is an asset class. It's a rounding error in the economy and requires no new laws. The U.S. equity market is $100 trillion and the global market $400 trillion. Crypto is a rounding error. The judge called bullshit. Crypto is new and it needs new laws. And I've been saying this for a while now. You know, we're applying 1933 laws to crypto. You know, in 1933, nobody even had any idea back then that crypto would become something in the future. That's why new laws need to be put in place. And I think Congress needs to stop talking about it and start passing laws already. We need action so crypto can push ahead in this country. The judge followed the Ripple case closely and saw the difference in the primary and secondary market transactions issue. They are stating there are no agreements being made between the investor and the contractor, which is the actual contract. You know, what I think is going to happen here is the SEC is going to take another loss. And I think it's going to push crypto ahead in a lot of ways. And I think if Coinbase was to win against the SEC, I think a lot of people are right. I think Ripple would then announce an IPO here in the US. But until this case is still continuing on, we're not going to see that happen anytime soon. Another exchange, SEC lawyer. These 12 or 13 tokens are computer code. Famila interrupts. Sorry, but isn't that kind of what your friend at the back table, referring to Coinbase, are saying and wondering what we're doing here? SEC lawyer says, yes, Your Honor, and I have a point, and I'll get to it. SEC lawyer cites Judge Rakoff's ruling in the Terra case that the ecosystem surrounding a token is what makes it a security. Judge Famila also just referenced Bill Hinman in connection with the position that a token in and of itself is not a security. Wasn't it Mr. Hinman who said that? Someone from your shop that's no longer there. I like the fact that she pointed that out as well, because no cryptocurrency is a security. Totally. She even just mocked the SEC lawyer for using the phrase strict liability to argue that Coinbase should have known it was offering securities on its platform. She says the use of the term doesn't cut it for her and as to how precisely Coinbase should have known they were offering unregistered securities. There's no way for these companies to even know whether or not they're offering unregistered securities because the laws are so outdated and there's no clear path forward for crypto in the United States. The good thing is, like I said, these judges are getting wise to the SEC's bullshit. Now they're starting to see exactly what's going on at the SEC. They're seeing the corruption as well. But I'll keep you up to date on the SEC versus Coinbase case as well going forward. Can't stress this enough. Central banks are stacking up on gold for a reason. It's not just for show. Take a listen to this.
We don't want to get ruled by the U.S. on a worldwide basis, so particularly China, but Russia and some India, some of the other countries are in the process of creating a dual system of payment, of currency to counteract the U.S. dollar. And so these central banks are buying gold as a reserve currency. Will they use gold to back a new currency or a basket of currency? Will they use a crypto kind of currency backed by the Chinese government? We don't know. What I do believe, though, is that at the end of the day, you will end up with a dual world in terms of system of payment and the currency you pay.
I think what we're about to see is gold-backed currencies moving forward. And what does XRP do? It bridges currencies, and it's going to bridge all of that value. And that's what's going to play out in the near future, because you could already see it happening in China. And other central banks are going in this direction as well. And I don't think we're too far off from this system either. I think it's coming quicker than most people think. Davos 2024, Coinbase, crypto is less of a mysterious phenomenon. The technology is an improvement over the traditional financial system. This is the story of this Davos and of the year ahead. Central banks are looking at developing some sort of tokenized fiat currency. Most economies are developing rules around crypto trading. A lot of economies allow crypto as a payment mechanism. The crypto market in the US is larger, 52 million owners. In Congress, you have a bipartisan support for very constructive crypto legislation. We have 2 committees passed important legislation that we expect to come to the floor in Q1. We get regulatory clarity in 2025 at the latest. I still think we're going to get clarity in 2024. But you know what they're pushing for here? Is not only tokenized fiat currency, they're looking for a CBDC here in the US. And now some of the states are starting to wake up to that as well. But you know, when they talk about stablecoin, that's really what they're talking about here in the US. And even Brad Garlinghouse talks about stablecoin regulation. Take a listen.
There will be legislation that passes. I won't be as predictive about which one. I think likelihood is that the stablecoin, clarity for stablecoin. I can't remember the name of the bill that has been going through the system in Washington, D.C. But I think we will see that in part because the U.S. Treasury wants it, right? I mean, I think the stablecoin market has really surprised people in some ways in terms of solving a real need. And I think it only makes sense for there to be regulatory clarity around that.
Take notice, he's also talking regulatory clarity around stablecoins. And I think the Treasury is going in that direction because we're not going to see the Fed announce a CBDC. The Treasury is going to do it here in the US. And that was what I've been thinking for quite a while now. And like I said, the states are starting to wake up around it. Multiple US Senate bills object to CBDC's definition of as money. Bills against referring to CBDC as money have been filed in Utah, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Tennessee. And I think we're going to see this also happen in other states because I think they know that time's running out now and they're going to push a CBDC as quick as they can. I even think they're going to try to push it out before the next election. U.S. debt clock, media capture, secret window, 1/16/2024. The mainstream media is the PSYOP. And you see this, you see families urged to share living spaces. Mud huts can sustain a family of 6. You know, right now, the media is pushing Bitcoin, those ETFs. That's all you see around crypto. You don't see anything around crypto regulations because they want to keep you distracted from what's really going on. And what I think the US is actually doing is they're pushing for a digital dollar in the short term. And I think the states are waking up, but I think at the same time, Basel III is going to be a major problem. That could actually be an emergency situation that will also could collapse a lot of the banking system, which they're also pushing for here in the US because they want only a handful of banks to be left when all the dust settles. It's going to make it easier for them to push CBDC out as well. But you know, we're XRP investors. No matter how this plays out, we are still going to get rich because XRP is going to do what XRP is meant to do. Bridge currencies. If they're gold-backed currencies, XRP is going to bridge it. If it's CBDCs, XRP is going to bridge it. Even if it's fiat, paper money, XRP can bridge it. And that's why I said, no matter what people want to say about XRP and they're so frustrated over the price, you know what you hold. And if you continue holding this cryptocurrency, you can get financial freedom from it. But until it all happens, you gotta stay patient, stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.